Welcome back, guys. You just saw the boys from Unite tie things up 1 apiece versus Fariko Impact. Of course, both of these teams lost once already today. So this is really a do-or-die match right now. They're going into Game 3, but a quick update before that. FaZe was able to take game number 1 against Adversity, currently tied up 4-4 here as they're going to close out the S&D. We'll hang with them for the remainder of this match before switching up over to our CTF. But very tight game so far tonight, Revan. I kind of expected some blowouts. We did see 3-0s in the first round, but every game in those series, relatively close. And
at least Unite Gaming were able to put up their first map win of the tournament. But the CTF is starting. Let's switch it over, and we're going to be starting things off with Fariko Impact. Why? They're on the more favorable side of the map. We all know how this map works. If they're able to get that cop car spawn trap going down, it's going to spell a world of pain for the Unite Gaming players. But as I say that, all go down for Impact. Miracle's now the last one standing, gets a fortunate spawn right on his flag. So we'll see if he could stop any Unite push.
It looks like Spacely is doing the most damage over there for FaZe on the other side. Cosmo and Realize are within 1 point of taking the game for Adversity. Here, though, we're starting things off. Big Daddy Karma on your screen. And that flag is going to be pulled, and Karma will not be able to return it. Nameless, big kill there. He's going to spring himself down the middle, and you're going to see one player chasing has an opportunity. Nameless with a huge kill. His teammate can get there in time. The Dolphin dive from Killa is going to keep it 0-0, excuse me.
Nice. Killa running the AN-94 on this map allows him to be a bit more aggressive and have a better chance challenging those SMGs close range. Miracles picks up 2 kills. Nameless rotating around to try to get some defense in. Miracles did pull the flag. Here's Parasite in support. Picks up 2, but nobody there to continue the push. Closest player pushed up is going to be Killa, and he might just choose to flank around, but spawners coming in will clean him up. So Unite Gaming, good defensive hold by them. And on their side of the map, of course, the name of the game is Blue Control. If you could hold that side of the map, makes it a lot tougher for Impact to pull the flag.
Looking early on, has anyone gotten close to score streaks? Or
yeah, Nameless was like a kill away with that. If he would have got that flag cap, he would have gotten both, but he got cleaned up, of course. And now we're watching Parasite. Got to be running that flak jacket. He gets taken out. So now Miracles, first one pushed up for Impact. He's in the graveyard. Let's switch things over to Embos. He gets taken down. Ricky, everyone I'm switching to is dying.
Yeah, that was just a rough spawn because Ricky was pushed up far on junk and a player spawned right next to him at Laundry. Big kills. That was 4 straight consecutive kills out of Fariko Impact, and they should be able to regain map control. Killa's got the MSMC, and you really wish he had an AR and was able to push his way through. Nice hold by Unite back in their base.
And here comes Parasite with the AR. He gets taken down, though. I mean, you know, they were able to get all 4 down for Unite. They push up, they take map control. As they push up to try to put aggression on the flag, all 4 of them get taken out, and now it's Unite Gaming with map control. Let's see if the same thing happens. Hopefully they could try to put together a flag run here, and it's going to be Ricky just left alone holding blue control. This is exactly where you want Ricky, though. Does spot one over near Graveyard. Finds Miracles. Easy shot for him. In the meantime, Nameless takes out Karma. Now with Ricky pushing this side of the map, even though 3 are down for Fariko Impact, you really got to pay attention to the spawns. Looks like he did get far enough away, but Karma does spawn ahead of his teammates, and he's going to be playing for the return here.
Don't die, don't die. You heard it from Parasite. They are nervous right now, and Karma gonna be taken down. Ricky should be able to get this one in. There's 1 player left. It's Parasite. Can he clutch up? Parasite's gonna get the kill. Does he get the return? Here's the pull. He picks up a flag carrier kill, but Nameless is there. 1-0 game in favor of Unite. 1:40 still to go in the first half, and they're doing it from the more difficult side.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, and you had to kill Nameless right there. He was getting pretty close to the streak. Saints now trying to push up towards the brick side of the map. He gets taken down, switching over to Nameless, who just got that flag cap in. Honestly, if I'm on Unite Gaming, I'm trying to slow down the pace of the game right now. Fight for mid-map control, hold mid-map control for a little bit. If you see an opportunity, yeah, go for a flag pull, but you've already accomplished your goal. You have a lead on the bad side of the map. Good defensive kill by Saints as he takes down Miracles.
Nameless is flanking right now, and he's got 2 players in front of him. Does he go for the sneaky flag pull? He's going for the kills instead. There's the pull, and where does he decide to go? Right into enemy lines, and he is going to find 3 there. So while Nameless is dying, though, he's doing it inside their base.
Yeah.
They are staying ultra aggressive against this Impact squad. Unite playing fearlessly in this series, and I like to see that out of them. Nice confidence.
Yeah, and that flag pull worked out in the end because, you know, even though he pulled it right to them, the Unite Gaming player, or the Fariko Impact player, sorry, they had to back up to kill him. So that time spent killing the flag carrier was time spent not pushing up towards middle map control, and it allowed Unite Gaming to hold on for a bit longer. Now 20 seconds remaining. This is going to be like the last push for Fariko Impact. It will get thwarted off with 15 seconds remaining. There's just not enough time to get that flag cap in. So going into the half, Unite Gaming will be up 1-0. Take a look at the scoreboard. Ricky and Nameless, the lead slayers for Unite Gaming, they're combining for 31 kills.
They dropped our flag.
There you have it at the half. It is going to be 1-0 update on Adversity versus FaZe. It came down to Temp in a 1v3. Round number 10, he was taken down. Nice hold from Adversity. So they tied up at 1 apiece as well. We got 2 series all tied up here in our second round of matches. Still a third round of matches to come later tonight, as we'll see Fariko Impact versus Unite Gaming. And of course, FaZe going to be taking on the boys from Adversity.
Who do you want to watch, Puckett?
I just said that all wrong. All good. I want to watch Embos.
Okay. It's curious to see that he's using a frag grenade over his Semtex. Obviously, it takes a bit longer to throw, but you can throw it a lot further.
He's been playing reckless as well. Like, Embos has just been charging everything tonight. Sometimes it's worked out for him, sometimes it hasn't. Karma's starting things off with a 3 kill spree, though, and I think he's going to be the player to look out for streaks. He's definitely playing a little bit greedier on the second side.
You know what would be really nice for Fariko Impact to have right now? A well-placed smoke grenade. You know, especially in that position where Miracles is in, if you could just smoke off the entire team's like line of sight to their flag, you could easily get in and get out pretty quickly. They're just relying on their
how useful were smokes, and who used them other than Fizzer?
Honestly, not many people use smokes, but that doesn't mean that they still can't be, you know, impactful
just like the
on
Black
the game.
Hat. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of the way like Counter-Strike players use smokes, you know, just smoking off like a line of sight. Like if you do that, they can't see their flag. No one's really using a thermal in CTF. So I don't know, it's just something that might be able to be used. Going back to the game, we're watching Parasite right now. Who was it that was playing for their streaks? I believe it was
Karma earlier. He got cut down.
So unfortunate for them, if Fariko Impact were able to get streaks, obviously it would help them. 1 burst left, unable to get the 1 burst.
He's going to get some streaks, I'll tell you that.
Forced to back up.
And
Saints
he is so confident.
Yeah.
That was Saints who just took out Karma. Semtex at his feet, dodging it for now. He's got a little bit of help from Statue, and Saints knows there's going to be pressure. Unfortunately, they know he's there as well, and that was a big kill from Karma through the wall, stopping Saints 50 points short.
Yeah, I'm sure if we were listening to Fariko Impact, they were all shouting, we got to kill Saints, we got to kill Saints. They knew he was building up a streak. Now Nameless looking to do some defensive work, finds 1 player inside the garage, peeks out, takes out Karma, now taking returning fire. This is shaping up to be a pretty good push by Fariko Impact. Parasite turning around, does get taken out. Who's there to follow up the push? It's going to be Miracles through the back alley, finds 1, looking for more, but looking at the minimap, the only player there to support him is going to be Killa, and 1 player for Unite Gaming is already in the garage. That's going to be Saints with a defensive kill, and Fariko Impact is pushed back.
Saints is going for a walk right now. MSMC and a B23R. Meanwhile, Embos, opposite side of the map, plenty of cover from Ricky, who is getting lots of kills in the middle, is going to be doing the damage, and Bo should have this one home if he can beat 1 player in the garage. The Dolphin dive, he's inches short, but he's able to get up just in time. It was Killa who failed the return there.
Man, so close from Killa. Now Fariko Impact, they need a counter cap right here. With 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining, you got to figure it takes, what, like around 1:15 to get a good push going and to get position on the other team's base, but they all get pushed back. It's going to be Killa. You kind of need a player to play sneaky here. And Unite Gaming, they know the situation. Embo's playing a bit of defense.
3 down right
coming
now.
in from Killa. 3 go down. Killa with the flagpole. The last remaining players on the other side of the map. It's going to be Saints. What does he do here? Does he go for the counter pull, or does he go for the return?
He just killed Parasite, so now Impact is thinking about it. But Miracles with a big 2-piece on the opposite side is going to keep Killa alive for a while. There's the kill on Saints. The base finally clear, but they're not done yet, Revan. They still needed another score just to tie it up.
And now Unite Gaming, they know they have to take out Killa because he got a couple kills and he got the flagpole. They know he's, you know, pretty close to his score streaks. We see, of course, how exactly close he is. He's around halfway there. Unite Gaming, they're gearing up for a defensive play. Killa come around the flank, could find multiple kills here. Does find 1 behind the Jeep, turning to his right, sees 1 near the back. Fountain misses the shot as Embos gets 2 big kills on the defensive end of things. Nobody from Fariko Impact in a position to continue this push. Even Karma getting taken out. Karma really needed to stay alive right there. He was the only presence in the middle of the map that Fariko had.
As you said, it all really came down to Embos there. Those 2 shutdown kills, took out Killa, took out a player in Garage as well. Nameless was able to push out after, continuing to apply pressure is Unite's game plan. And you see everyone was on a 2 streak there. That was 8 consecutive kills in favor of Unite. Finally, you're going to see Nameless and Saints fall, but Embos is not slowing down on his 3 streak.
Killa's got to be frustrated about that. Embo's going for another, and time's starting to run out for Fariko Impact. This is where they need to make a push going. These 2 players, Karma and Miracles, need to hold this ground. They need to wait for their teammates to push up so that they can make this go and puck it. As I was saying before, what if you could just smoke off that guy near your back fountain? Then you don't have to worry about him playing in that defensive position. Killa's coming in. Last player alive is going to be Killa. He gets taken down. And that is going to do it for Slums CTF. Unite Gaming will take it. Looking at the scoreboard, Ricky, 27 and 15.
Ricky
followed by Sage, 28 and 14. Amazing slaying done by these 2. Even though Embos is 14 and 22, it didn't matter. He got a flag cap for his team as they will walk away with the win. And as I predicted, Fariko Impact starting to crumble bit by bit as they go down 1-2 in the series.
All right, and I may have lied to you guys just a little bit earlier. I'm seeing in Slack's chat that it may be 2-0 in favor of Adversity. Okay. So the team that got confirmed last night at like 3 a.m. might be the team winning the pool. If they go up 2-0, they are definitely going to be making it through today. But so far, it's going to be Unite Gaming with the advantage here over Fariko Impact. Both teams lost their first matchup, so if you lose here, you're really going to be in a deep hole, potentially out of the tournament unless it's a 3-way tie there for second place. Good stuff so far, Revan.
Yeah, and coming up next in this series, it's going to be Standoff Hardpoint. A must-win for Fariko Impact, otherwise they are out of the tournament.
Now Fariko Impact got host game 1, they got host game 2, I believe. So this should be another Unite host game 4. If it goes to game 5, we'll be hosting here from New York City on the fantastic MLG internet. I'm hoping for the first game 5 of the day. We'll find out if it's going to happen. Impact needs to win this hard point when we return.